So I got it off, had to cut it unfortunately in the end because the bolts were just too far gone. So I cut it on the flexible section down there. It wasn't pretty, but hopefully I can get another flexible section. Well, I will be able to get another flexible section, and then we can put as much of this back on as possible. I really like this end on these cars because it seems to be stainless steel. It just makes the right noise for the car. Can't stand aftermarket exhausts, but if I have to do sections or change the lot, I'll have to, but I would prefer to keep this because I just think it suits the car. Look at all this space with the exhaust gone. We can get everything now, so I'm going to just crack on, give it a really good clean up. I'm actually just taking off the handbrake cable bits there. I'm going to take off the clips for the brake pipes and a few of the bolts. I'll just move those out of the way. I'll take the old exhaust rubber off, take that one off as well, and get into all the bits and clean it up. Bit of fuel hose there just over the ends of the pipes, just keeps all the rubbish out of them while I'm sanding and spraying stuff on there. I just put some tape over the end of these terminals just so that they're protected when I push them back into the car. So I'll get these out of the way, push the wires in there, and then we'll start to sand. So just going through it, it's been rust protected on the bare metal, and I'm just building up lots of light coats of primer. So the chassis rails are coming out really well. It's actually in very good condition. I'm just getting it into all the bits that I can't normally get to when the suspension is in the way, so I'm just going to carry on with this and build up priming, lots of light coats, and continue with the rust prevention on the other side, and then it will be sprayed with anti-gravel. And obviously this bit here, this will be cut out, and I'm going to weld a new section over that to tidy that up. These boot vents have had a gasket put around them now, so there shouldn't be any more leaks into the boot. So this has all been cleaned up. This bodywork piece here, I'm going to be taking this off, give that a sand down, treat it, and then put that back on as well. It's all original, marked up as Ford, so it looks like a genuine piece. It's a fairly, I mean, it's a completely accident-free car. So what I've done in here, I need to just treat the little dabs of rust in the boot there. Loosened off the seats, and that will allow me, once I've taken off the side panels, to access the holes there and to treat the rust holes in there. I think obviously I'm looking for a Recaro interior, but I will put this one back in. I see a lot of people with these cars, they strip them out, they put cages in, they do all sorts, but I think ultimately it will be more usable and more valuable as a completely restored car, as it should be, to as near to standard as possible. This is the rust treatment I'm using on this car. You basically strip the metal back as far as you can, clean it up as well as you possibly can, and then you brush it on and it gets into all the little pits and neutralises everything, and then you put your primer on. I've just started to work through on the other side, so it's a continuation of what I've been doing. So very carefully pick through it, treat the rust, prime over it, do it in sections. Seems to be much easier. Got to basically keep building up the coats of primer, and then I need to go and get a welder from somewhere, and I'll start to repair those other sides. So that'll be coming up in the next week or so, next couple of weeks probably, as and when the weather is favourable to me laying outside on the floor welding.